So I thought I would shoot a little bit of a vlog style video today. I'm in South Sweden in Emo. I've been here for about 3 weeks. I had some work to do here. I taught a basic class here a week before last. Did a canoe event at the Outcraft Canoe Center here in Emo over the weekend, and then taught a Pathfinder Scout by canoe this past week. And then today I worked with a Norwegian television broadcasting company to do a little bit of training of one of their hosts for a survival show, and we filmed that today as well. And I thought I would walk up here into a wooded area close to the canoe center and just kind of show you, forage a few mushrooms and kind of show you that, and also some of the plants, because I want to show you the commonalities of this area to the US. And I think it's important for us to understand how transferable and how viable these skills are. And I'm looking right in front of me here now, and I can see lots of plants just right here on the side of this dirt road in front of a hostel that's behind me here that are the exact same plants that we have in the US. I'm seeing dock plants, I'm seeing dandelion, I'm seeing stinging nettle. That's 3 right there. I've seen yarrow walking down the sidewalk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back into the woods back here, do some mushroom foraging, and then I'm going to come back up and show you a few of the plants that are also very common to my area in the US. I think it'd be a good vlog type video. I walked out of here earlier today because we were filming back here in the back, and I found a really nice example of an oyster mushroom. Ah, here it is over here, right by this tree. I'm going to show you this way, and then I'm also going to turn the camera around and show you that. That's a beautiful oyster mushroom right there. Let me turn this camera around, start again. Oyster mushroom. You can see it's right here. There's only one here. There'll probably be more grow on this tree before it's over with. But that's a really good example of a quick edible mushroom. Very common to eastern woodlands as well. It's growing on a tree right here that's growing up out of the rocks. You can't really see any leaves on this tree. It looks to be pretty dead, so I can't identify it directly from the bark. But there are some commonalities in the trees here as well. They have lots of birch, obviously, and spruce. They have lots of beech, and we're going into a beech forest to look at some other mushrooms. Okay, we've got a garlic merismus right here, and there's several of them right here, and it's got a black stem, white gills, and when you take this mushroom and squeeze it and smell it, it's going to smell exactly like wild garlic. So it's pretty hard to mistake that mushroom for something else. Again, it's got a black stem. You can see the top of it. It's really small. Looks kind of like a nipple there on the top. But it's not going to give you a lot of calories or anything like that, but it's a very good seasoning mushroom because it has that garlic smell and flavor when you cook it. And there's 3 or 4 of them individually growing here around this area. Again, this is also common or available certain seasons in the eastern woodlands of the US. So it's very good to know. Garlic merismus. Here is a giant king Bole right here. Unfortunately, it's well past its prime. Hopefully we'll be able to find one that's in better condition. I think some of the mushrooms here, I'm just a little bit late on finding them. There's another king Bole. Again, well past its prime, unfortunately. Very desirable edible mushroom. They really get big over here. But again, this one's well past prime. But an extremely good edible mushroom if you can find it early enough. There's a good sized patch of stinging nettle right here. Again, very common in my area of the United States. Edible plant as well as used for cordage. Very common here in South Sweden. We've got a dock plant growing back here behind that. Another edible medicinal. Good sized patch of stinging nettle right here. Here's a patch of dandelion right here. Pretty easy to recognize. Wild edible. It's not flowering, but there's lots of it. Right here by some stinging nettle. Another wild edible, very common in the US, very common here in Sweden. Here's a really nice stand of willow shoots. All nice straight shoots. Obviously we can use this for basket making if we cut the straight shoots. You've also got the properties of medicinal value there in the oxalic acids and things within the willow that give you an aspirin type pain relief. Growing right next to a birch there that you can see somebody's stripped some bark off of for a fire at one time or another. But that's a really nice stand of willow right there. Here's some chickweed right here. Looks a little bit like cleavers without the Velcro feeling on it. Another edible plant that is common here as well as in the eastern portions of the US. Okay, here's another medicinal plant common to the US. This is yarrow. Good for lots and lots and lots of things. Got videos in my medicinal plant series about this plant, but again, very common here. And you can see right behind that, there's just a ton of dandelion as far as you can see. All right, guys, well, I appreciate you joining me today for this quick vlog video. I'm out here on the edge of the lake in Umeå, Sweden, walking across an old bridge here. You can see in the background here, there's lots of cattail as well. Just another common plant to my area of the eastern woodlands, also here in Umeå, Sweden. And I think it's important for us as woodsmen to understand that because it enables us to travel comfortably to different environments, understanding that if we know these things, they're transferable, especially on latitudinal lines or areas of latitude across the world we can go to, and we can look at these plants and understand what they are, what their uses are, edibility, medicinal value, uses for cordage, for building things, all of those types of things. As long as we understand these different species of plants, we're going to find them in different areas of the world as well. And I thought I would just shoot a quick vlog today and show you some of that. Like I said, I've been in Sweden working for a couple weeks now, and I've got a couple more days. I've got to go over to Ireland, and then I'll be back to the US. I'll try to get another video up. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I appreciate everything you do for our school, for our family, and for our business, for all of our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. And I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.